It's Monday, and I'm at an awfully low resolution. There, peer my way up over there, and... Salutations, class, and welcome back. It's Monday again, and I do believe we should be on the very final stretch of Pokemon Legends Arceus. I think we might be able to get through the final boss now, and as promised, we should be able to begin Pokemon Black and White very, very soon. Go ahead and nudge that off the screen there, since that was for Outer Wilds. I still haven't yet built the schedule for this week, so let me know what you guys would like to see on stream, and I'll arrange something for us. Wiggle our little way over here, and let us begin. And welcome, Jeffy. Good evening to you. Where we last left off, we just managed to capture Palkia, and Dialga should be our next opponent coming up. We've got a little bit of the post-game as well, just in case. Let's see ourselves. Head for the place where you obtain Origin Ore, which should be at the, I believe, Prime Grotto right here. Double check our team, and I think we will require Palkia. At some point, if not immediately, very soon. Go ahead and swap ourselves out. I'd like to see my beautiful, beautiful Pokemon. You there, Palkia. Get in the team. You know, that kind of leaves us with a full-named team here. Well, with Palkia being the exception. But I'm not sure what name we should assign to that one. I do have my hang-ups about assigning that kind of a name to a legendary Pokemon. Unless we had a lot of them. Who knows? We might come up with a different solution for when we're doing Pokemon Black and White too. I might actually do that as a points redeem on Twitch, since we should be getting that set up and ready to go very, very soon. Rummage our little way over here. I think we can immediately head over to our goal. Or, of course, we'll have to deal with the Scabite first. Oh, whoops. Wrong button. I wanted to do... Actually, Aaron, I think you might have a good chance with something quite frosty. Hopefully we have a little bit of initiative first. Ah! We might even have a chance for a catch then. Let's go ahead and lob one of our precious Ultra Balls here, as an Alpha Garchomp would definitely be scary. Amen! A super clean start to this evening. And well done, Aaron. Ah, someone's trying to use Earth attacks on us. Right, we've been able to do this for quite a while. Let's glide our way over here. Ah, there's our cave. Wait, this is where we were earlier. Yeah, this is where we were messing with all the, nose passes and such. Get me off of there, and... now we finally have an explanation for these glowing orange crystals. What a curious cave. I feel some extraordinary power here, as if the world itself was created in this very place. What do you think, Leon? Taking into consideration my knowledge of ores, my skill at mining, and the strength of my Sligoo's moves, I think you'd better leave any extraction work up to us, wouldn't you say? We're going to have to ask you to stop right there. Oh! Is this the return of that team that we haven't seen in forever? Ah. I completely forgot about them. Oh, come on. Who's there? We don't have any time to waste with... Clover? We haven't seen you since you walked out on the clan. Where have you been all this time? I don't have to tell you nothing. Look, you can carry on digging out that treasure you're after, and then you'll give it to us. I don't know why you even look surprised. It's not as if you were hard to follow. What we seek may be as precious as treasure, but this isn't about how valuable it is. We need it to restore this awful sky to normal. Ugh, that earnest goody two-shoes act of yours is what made me leave the Pearl Clan in the first place. Enough. I don't care why any of you ran off to play bandit, but I won't let you get in Leon's way. There are 3 of you and 3 of us. Let's go. Xander, you take charm. Indeedy do. I am prepared this time. I bring good luck to my sisters wherever I go, and ill luck to anyone who crosses our paths. I'm the eldest, and I'll be your unlucky charm, especially in this, the battle of a lifetime. Ah, music slowly fades in. Welcome, James. Good evening. Very proud of that fan art. That has made my day. And again, everyone is way above our level. You just finished another run! Is this the Robobot, or even another one on top of that? I did just see the tweet and I retweeted that one accordingly. Aaron does need a bit of catching up, so let's get this attack out there. And then we'll see about swapping out for next time. Really? Yep, and Rhydon gets another attack. That might be a KO. Darn. We're gonna actually have to do a little bit of grinding to get Aaron up. It's on Discord. Even more Robobot. Let's actually bring that up, shall we? Ah, I exited out of Discord. Give me a second. Let's take a little look-see here. Oh, I love it. Hold on. Let's bring that in here. Save image to... I said... Save it. Really, it's not going to let me open up the preview. I'm going to have to go straight into my browser and stutter the game with how much this is going to take to load in. Save image as, and let's do that on the desktop. Nice image file name. That's giving me a good chuckle. Bring that on. Let's show... Oh, that is a very high-res image. Bring that up here. Look at him. So fearsome. You don't want to mess with an engineer. After all, I solve practical problems. Most of which are solved with the solution of more gun. Or more mech in that case. I haven't yet figured out the schedule for this week. I did promise that I'd add on Pokemon Black and White too. Wonder if I should move over, actually, while I am still talking, just keep leaving that up there. I thought we were actually going to finish this game last stream. I didn't expect us to have so much more to deal with. So, maybe I'll do something with what would be a Guilty Gear stream on Friday. Or, let me know if you guys would like to have a Pokemon stream or on Saturday or Sunday. I think I'll put up a little vote for that in the Discord. I love it. Thank you, James. Absolutely precious. You've made my Monday. I would probably prefer to Nuzlocke for a game that I've already played, just one that I'm already a little bit familiar with, but I think that would make for a very interesting first run through Black and White 2. And you know what? I wouldn't mind the idea whatsoever, especially since it might be a recurring theme on the channel. Alright, Palkia's gonna need a bit of grinding. This should be a relatively clean sweep. In fact, actually, Aaron needs the XP. So let's go ahead and drop this here. Ah, we had double turns. Yeah, we're that far ahead. At least they have the budget for a little spin there. And without abilities, Earth Power should work just fine here. Nothing about that is going to change our tables. Wow. Oh, come on, Palkia. You can do better than that. Alright, who do we know that works well against poison types or ghost types? We actually don't have much of a winning matchup here. However, Z does have a super effective extrasensory he can use here. Strong should be enough. Although Agile at least gives us another turn right afterwards. Start off with that and then finish with a strong one, just in case. Gengar is a little weird. It's kind of odd having a smiling, tubby, round boy shaped like that. I do admit it is a little bit awkward. Well, you are rather formidable. Aaron earns his much-needed level up. James also could use a bit of a boost. Come on, Clover. Why not come back to the Diamond Clan? Times are changing. We're changing. And we could really use someone as strong as you are. Are you joking? I've got no interest in living back in that place, with all its stupid rules. Look, we'll let you keep your treasure this time, but you'd better do something about that sky. You are strong as ever, Xander. Maybe you really can do something about that monstrous creature at the top of the mountain. But even if you do, next time we meet, you won't escape without a beating. Remember that. And disappear. Honestly, those three. What did they even come here for? Oh well, I'll heal up everyone's Pokemon. Perfect opportunity for a sip. The coin that I remembered never hesitated to help someone in need, even if she groused as she did so. I suspect they may have been worried about us, perhaps even wanting to help. Then they should have just said so. What a pain they are, hiding behind all that attitude. Thank you, Sliggoo. Aww, hiding in the shell, that's actually kinda cute. I was able to extract some of that origin ore, or whatever it is you wish to call it. I suppose it had better go with you, Xander. Again, a Pokemon relying on a MacGuffin to deal with a legendary. Actually, we've had two since we had to do that red chain quest up here. Are we gonna forge another red chain out of this? That was surprisingly easy. No, you simply fail to recognize my skill. You ought to be praising my hard work. Honestly. I knew we could cut on you, Leon. No wonder Cleavor recognizes you as a worthy warden. Let's hurry back to Mr. Professor and show him what we got. That Laventon's got sound judgment, plus knowledge to spare despite his silly streak. 10 streams. Doesn't even feel like we've been doing this for that long, but we've actually been in here for 2.5 months. Maybe I should just start doing longer streams. Especially since it would let us do a lot more at once. Lets us get through games quite a bit quicker. After all, if we're only doing like 2 or 3 hour streams at a time, a game that has an average runtime of, say, 12 hours or so will still take an entire month. Funny enough, it's Guilty Gear that we run through quicker than everything else. Or, it's the game that doesn't have a story, but we do regularly the longest streams for. So, this is the Stone of Creation's beginning. The Origin Ore. Yes. One can certainly feel an imposing aura emanating from it. Would this be the feeling of the very origin itself? I've been meaning to ask since you brought that up, but the origin of what exactly? Of everything, by the sound of it. Exactly, my girl. Now then, back we go to Jubilife Village. I've actually been thinking about taking next week off, Broham, just for a little break and to prepare for things coming up in about... Yeah, it'll be about 3 weeks at this point. I've got a lot of preparing to do for a 1-year anniversary stream. Alright, Mr. Professor, it's all in pieces now, but this is what's left of the red chain. Splendid! Even in pieces, I think we'll find it still perfectly fit for purpose. We're jolly lucky you had the foresight to pick up all these broken bits back at the temple. Your turn, Xander. Next comes the Stone of Creation's beginning. Oh, right, that's explicitly what we were going to do. Reforge it. Reforge it, bleh. I'm gonna need more tea. Ah, still awfully warm. Welcome back, Joao. I do believe I've seen you here before. You handed over the Origin Ore. The fragments of the Red Chain, collected at great personal risk by the Diamond Clan. Then the Stone of Creation's beginning, which we only learned of thanks to the Pearl Clan. Now it is time for the Galaxy team to play its part, and turn these items into a proper vessel. Akari, my girl. Oh, whoops, accidentally hit the extra button. This is my true battlefield, Xander, even if it may be safe indoors. Welcome, Sky Blanto. That is 33 on the Xander's voice compliment counter. Welcome, we are in the twilight hours of our run through Pokemon Legends Arceus. This may take us some time. Perhaps the rest of you best wait outside while we work. We're getting ourselves a secondary red chain to deal with the menace sitting atop the mountain. Come on, Mr. Professor. Wish they'd hurried it up in there. I'm starting to suspect all your prattling about the value of time is a cover for your own impatience. If sitting back and waiting actually solved things, I'd sit forever, because that'd be using time well, unlike this. I sound like Alexa. Like Amazon Alexa? Or which Alexa are we talking about? I dub it the Origin Ball. I missed the first half of his message. If the message conveyed to our good clan leader can be believed, then this should allow you to catch the Pokemon that has appeared at the Temple of Sinnoh. Huh. I do tend to have an awfully polite voice. Almost looks like a Cherish Bar, but far more geometric. A singular and irreplaceable Pokeball that can be used to catch the frenzied Pokemon raging at the Temple of Sinnoh. These Pokeballs of yours are full of wonders. To think the fate of Hisui, of all Hisui, could rest in something so tiny. Moe. Vine Boom sound effect. It's interesting how catching a Pokemon in one of these things brings the two of you closer together. Wait, please! I hear something. That voice is speaking in my mind again. Oh, I'm gonna need a lot of tea for this one. You mean Palkia? Yes. It appears that mighty Palkia is willing to lend its own strength to us in this battle. Now that's what I like to hear. The Pearl Clan's almighty Sinnoh, well, I guess I should just call it Palkia, is one fierce Pokemon. Everything's ready now, Xander. Take the Forbidden Rock Candy Ball and hurry back to the Temple of Sinnoh together with Palkia. I'd really love to catch a Gigalith with that too. Gigalith was one of my favorite Pokemon I caught in, Black and White. I'm glad we had a rock type that didn't have a redundant ground type, giving it 2 quadruple weaknesses. Ah, there's What's-Her-Face again. The pretty old auntie. Although since she's a Pokemon character, I can't tell if she's actually old, or just has that silver hair. And here you are, Lost One, ready to face your fate atop Mount Coronet. It seems a vicious battle might await you. I'll go where I must. Adventure awaits. Oh, well said. Now, hearken to my words, young ones. Time cannot be severed from space, nor space from time. The being you will encounter at the Temple of Sinnoh is Dialga, ruler of all time. If it is allowed to run wild, time itself will twist and bend here in Hisui, and eventually, the very world may be broken. But you have the aid of its counterpart, Palkia, the ruler of space, and therein lies hope. Balance will be brought to time and space, and the world can once again be as it should. You could summon the more age-ambiguous words I am not going to say on stream, but if you all want the subtitles, they are there in the bottom left. Appropriately. Now, take Palkia at your side and make for the Temple of Sinnoh once more. Amen. So we are off. I must say, this is quite the intriguing village. Perhaps I'll have a look around before I go. See what your clothier has on offer. Excuse me, is this the time for shopping? Well, I'll hardly have time for shopping if the world ends, will I, young man? Fair point. Alright, Xander, once you feel ready, set out. We'll make for the Temple of Sinnoh once more. Onward and upward. Do we have any items to level up Aaron? If there's ever a time, it would be now. Ooh, that's a very powerful item. Ah, so you do need higher stats. In that case, we'll boost along Usagi here. No grit dust, it seems. We can take one last look at our inventory, assuming we still have access to our same house here. And welcome, Z! Good evening! Let's see. Item storage here. The hyper potions would be helpful. Let's get those back over here. And I'm not sure there's much else we need to be messing with right now. Go ahead and move all. There should have been an inventory right by the gate, you thought. I did see the box over there. That might have been what we were looking for. But we are already here, so we can focus on this while we happen to be in the spot. Good evening, Joshua. It's going pretty well so far. I'm currently trying to think about what we're doing for the schedule this week. I promised we'd begin Black and White, but I also made a promise that I was going to, help a friend on Wednesday evening. You know what? I thought about taking a break, so if we are going to do that next week, which I'm still not sure about yet, let's add something on Saturday this weekend. You spent 4 hours farming for a shield in Elden Ring, so that's been your day. Definitely a pain to farm for things that have a low drop chance in Dark Souls, and trust me, I have been there before. Especially back in the first game, before I knew my way around the game. I'd have to farm for humanity quite a bit. Had a few select spots that were better than others. Heading outside the village, are we? Stay safe out there, kid. Back up to the location of origin. Oh, wait. There's a summit camp. That's where we should have been. Posture check. Be our way back up here once more. Dark Souls 1 at least had the DLC. Yeah, that was where I ended up going later, but before I had access to that place, it was kind of hard looking for a spot. Well, Aaron, you do have a good matchup here. And I think a lot of the electric types we find up here might have... High horsepower should do it. Might have most or only electric attacks we have. There we go. Luxray being a bit lackluster as always. We'll need to get Aaron all the last little bits of XP. Luckily, we have plenty of electric types up here to compete with. Haha, you fool! I wonder if a regular high horsepower would be enough. Two attitude defeated. I wonder if we'll actually be able to handle the Electivire up there. It only drops from one enemy on the entire world map, despite being an enemy that there's multiple of in that same area that carries that shield. Really? That does sound like a pain. Feed me, Seymour! It's been such a long time since I've watched Little Shop of Horrors. I can't remember his voice. Feed me, something like that. Yeah, all the electric types up here, barring the Alpha Electivire, don't really seem to have much in the way of non-electric types. Let's see, size up our target here. Level, oh, nice. Unfortunately, we cannot contest that right now. And up the mountain we go. I imagine we're actually going to have to deal with a lot of dialogue here, so... I will make an early departure just to refill my glass. And for this evening, let's do something different. How about just water? So, grant me just a moment. And we return. The Haligtree Crest Great Shield. I don't know if I've heard of a Crest Great Shield before. Do tell me, Joshua, what sets this one apart? Ah, gonna stop me for a cutscene, are you? Just the boy I've been waiting for. I know you can buy various sundries at the base camp, but I thought it might be helpful to you if I set up here, closer to the temple. I want to have front row seats if there's a chance to see into the world of myth and legend. I'll probably be creeping even closer to the action once the battle actually begins. Oh, but you won't have to worry about me. I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself. And besides, I know all too well the strength of you and your Pokemon. I've got no doubt you'll have this whole thing tied up in a neat bow before I could possibly be in any danger. I don't remember Cynthia being this confident in us. Ah, very good chance to buy some things. I'll buy a couple more of these for the road just in case. I don't think we need much in the way of max potions, but revives would be helpful, and Streamer Cat is attempting to harass me again. I do believe I fed him, but let me double check that real quick, without even moving off screen, so enjoy the time as Xander has an existential crisis here. Or, better yet, let's put the fan art back up. Thank you again, James. Alright, the Skrunko has been fed, just in case. Xander Kirby plays Legends Arceus. Oh, trust me, James. Actually, hold on. I have wanted to make my own VTuber rigging for the longest time. And, actually, I wonder if that counts for copyright infringement. Not sure. I'm not really much in the way of making money yet, and it is transformative. But in my venture into learning about Live 2D and such, Kirby is, fundamentally, a very easy fellow to draw. I might just practice and prepare for making my own VTuber model by starting off with just a simple Kirby. That's an idea for the future. It would be nice to have a few of these. Actually, do we still have a chance to sell? I think we already got rid of all of our Stardust last yeah, we've already sold off all the Stardust. Grab one of those. Ah, Rixo, it has been a while. Welcome back. You've arrived just at the climax, I would say. We have acquired our legendary, and here we are at the Space-Time Rift, willing to face off against the big boy Dialga himself. Giant white and gold Hylian's shield with a tree instead of the Triforce. I can dig it. It's a great shield. I imagine it's going to be one of those big, sturdy, high stability and defense stats, right? For so long, I thought I had to eliminate any outside element that might threaten the people of Jubilife Village. Whether that meant banishing you or seeking to destroy the Pokemon of the temple, I felt it was my only path. But You've shown me I was wrong to think in such a way. Are you ready for this challenge, recruit? Indeed, although I probably should have saved first. We're not gonna have any issues. Xander, in all of vast space, your place has found you. What in the world does that mean? It's a Pearl Clan saying. It reminds us that occasions we must rise to are also stages where we may prove ourselves, where we might shine our brightest. So, basically, you're saying not to feel nervous. I'm starting to think the appeal of how Pearl Clan people think. In some situations, anyway. We will support you in whatever way we can, though I doubt you'll need it. Xander, protect Hisui and her people. Protect time and space for her Pokemon. Just caught a 20-pounder archmouth bass, so you're doing great. Sounds like a wonderful vacation. I'm not much of a fishing guy myself. I felt a little sad the first time. Well, did it work? Let me guess, he's gold and now we gotta tame him. Behold, one of the 2 worst designs in Pokemon. Oh? Oh, they have alternate forms. Oh, it's kind of Arceus. You know, I think it would actually be badass if it wasn't for the big spikes sticking out of his neck. Looks like he's tried to swallow one too many ice cubes. And here we go. Right. Are we gonna be able to lock on from this distance? Yes, yes we are. But we will need to be closer. Dodge. Oh, it creates a very volatile area of effect afterwards. Okay. We're gonna be in trouble for this one. Okay, that's a bit of a better lock-on. I don't appreciate the camera adjustment every time we're looking at him. It is sort of bootleg Dialga. Oh, right. Here begins the next phase. We should have a chance to focus up and send out our Pokemon soon. Although, given the rate that, given the attack patterns repeating, I think we literally just have to throw these over and over again. And then we'll have a chance to send in a Pokemon to fight. And now it should be the blue waves. Here we go. Palkia, get on it, even though you don't have a type advantage against, Dragon Steel. Funny enough, Dialga can hit Palkia with Dragon-type attacks. But it doesn't go the other way around quite so well. But that's what Earth Power's for. Indeed, please do like, and those of you who might be here for the first time, subscribe! I need more power. This is gonna smart. A lot. In theory, these forms could be spectacular, but you are disturbed by the poor execution. And poor execution I would agree with. Strong probably won't do much. Let's go with agile. Ah, never mind. Ah, he's got cutscene invincibility. Give him the rock candy. Show him what the world is worth living for. Roughly equivalent to giving Ramlethal a hamburger. And the sun and sky have restored. No longer do we have to look at a broken LED screen every time we look up. Though it was probably easier on the eyes overall, wouldn't it? He caught it. He really did it, didn't he? My eyes aren't lying, right? He actually went and caught it. Oh, yes. Oh, good show. What a catch. You contained that fearsome thing in the origin ball. Absolutely astounding as ever, Xander. Finally. Formidable as usual, Xander. Yes. So, even the commander sheds a tear now and then. Never thought I'd see the day. Yes, what a sight to have witnessed. Did he just suit? Oh, no, he... Oh, yeah, he threw them, but they don't have the budget to animate even Adaman's model rotating 90 degrees and falling on the ground. Well, at least it seems this is no dream. Listen up, all of you. We faced a calamity unlike any we have known, but we were able to overcome it by working as one. This calls for a celebration, a festival for us all. Gather your clans. This will be the greatest celebration Hisui has ever seen. Celebrate? With the Diamond Clan? 2 clans together, huh? Well, since it turns out we were both following a true almighty Sinnoh of our own, I guess the times when we'd fight over who's wrong or right are ancient history now. I'm sure our ancestors would be shocked to see us agree, but this may well be the best path towards protecting the space we all share. Let us celebrate, for today dawns a new day for all those who live in the Hisui region. And what's Zandy gonna do? Backing up the crowd. You still got unfinished business, don't you? You ever heading back home? Or perhaps that's just the last goodbye. Well, that's 2 Nintendo games we've played in parallel that were both isekais of a sort. Well, that was remarkable. Only an hour in. I'd like to take after my senpai Orion, who happens to be also a voice actor, and during cutscenes like that, I will not respond to chat. At least that's how I'd like to do it in the future. Accordingly, now we have an opportunity. Ah, Sheikah, welcome, and a welcome to Angel Rose. What did you end up experiencing last night, Sheikah? Any plans to tackle the postgame? It's supposedly substantial. Well, I've allotted multiple hours this evening. Given that I don't immediately have other plans, I'd like to. And yeah, I will tackle quite a bit of the postgame. I must confess, I love the gameplay changes here. But overall, I felt like this game's dragged on a bit. I kind of rate this in roughly in the middle or even on the lower end of my Pokemon experiences. I feel like there's a lot of identity lost in the fact that they've taken out a lot of the battle mechanics. And overall, the game doesn't seem that dense. You have these wide open fields in which you can go catch a lot of Pokemon, but seems like a lot of empty space, mostly. Given that the postgame is allegedly substantial, I would like to tackle a lot of the stuff, but I don't know about how much I'll be handling. However, we do have plenty of time left this evening. It's not going to be over so soon, and really, that doesn't feel like that's been too long of a stream so far. It's only been an hour. Even less than one, even. We started a few minutes late. Decursion, it should be... yeah. It is Monday. I have been losing track of time myself as well. Something I shouldn't be doing with our celebration approaching on June 18th. I will need to figure out what to do with a lot of the extra time blocks available there. Perhaps we use that time to clean up, and then I'll give you all some timestamps and we can do post-games for a lot of different things then. I don't believe we've caught a single shiny, Angel. I haven't made it a focus yet. We've mostly been trying to speed through for an any percent as quickly as possible. Wow, I am already almost done with my next drink. I really need to get one of those, like, 20-gallon jugs. On that note, I'll actually go refill my drink while the credits are rolling here. Enjoy your time with Xander Kirby once again. Oh ho! We still have a little bit more. Your Arc phone is beeping. Seek out all Pokemon. Which we still have plenty of catches to find, I'd say. Where should we go first? You're only half joking when you suggest an Outer Wilds double up. If Outer Wilds was a less important game, I'd be happy to stream it now. However, given how cinematic and wondrous that game is, and since I am still streaming on YouTube, I'd like to not lie with a thumbnail. After all, it still does say it's a, Pokemon stream this evening. Although your suggestion is very good, Aaron, I am currently trying to figure out how I allocate the schedule this week. That's why I usually post on Mondays. I like to get the first stream of the week under the belt, which that's why you always see me here at the exact same time, usually doing the same thing. You can always count on a Monday 6 p.m. stream and then gauging from there. I'd like to see how the rest of the week goes. Never played Outer Wilds, but you are planning to play it. Decursion. Personally, my recommendation. Play the game yourself, as it is a game of an entirely unique experience. And then after you've gone through it, I'd recommend watching the VODs for our run. I think it's going to be an entirely wondrous and unique experience, so... Really, for what I've heard, you can only experience that game once. And doing it yourself, I'd recommend, is a lot more important than experiencing it alongside Professor. Just saying, it benefits from session frequency or length. Really? I'd like to know how the algorithm works in regards to streams. Currently, I don't create any sort of compilations or clips, which would be the best way for me to grow. Wasn't gonna watch the streams for that reason. Indeed. Play it yourself, Decursion, and then we can come back for an experience later. If you are quick enough, you might be able to finish it before I do, and then you can go and experience the latter half of the game, alongside myself and the others here, who are very proud to see the game begin. Yep, the first exposure and every other exposure. And welcome, Usagi. A very good evening to you. Good morning, Xander. It looks like the space-time rift has vanished. The sky's gone back to normal again. Which I suppose means we better get back to our original mission, completing the Pokédex. We're going to meet in the Survey Corps office to discuss our next steps. See you there soon, Xander. I'm so excited to step on the Pokemon roadmap. You still look like my mom. It's gonna be wild for the remainder of the entire game. I don't think she has any new styles, but do we have any new clothes available? Let's go ahead and see if we can get something. Let's see. Ah, Ninja Mask. Welcome back, Chara, and welcome to Sifa. No, it looks like we don't get much in the way of other new accessories. So, this is what we'll have to deal with. Wait, actually, while we are here and while we are having a moment to celebrate, you all did see the wonderful Kirby art here that James has provided to us. But I have not yet shown you all. We got ourselves another little showing. Go ahead and save that. Although it is for the most part a palette edit, we actually have another bit of fan art today. A referral from a friend talking about fighting game playing VTubers has actually spawned someone who did an edit of the Dungeon Fighter Duel art in my color palette. Which, I'll admit, I think it rocks. The white, red, and teal. So we've had ourselves a very, very special day full of lots of fan art. I'm excited. Oh, yeah, and when DNF Duel comes out, I will definitely be playing that on our fighting game blocks. Probably even multiple days in a week. When is that scheduled? Oh god, that's not on anniversary stream day, is it? When's that coming around? Go ahead and drop them off screen since we've had enough of the gallery for now. I'll have to look it up, but I know it's destined for sometime in June, I believe. June's gonna be a very, very big month, because we also get crossplay for our, Guilty Gear Strive stuff. There are quests to unlock new stuff, indeed. We should probably fix up on a lot of these, say, shop quests and other things we've left at the wayside for a long time. But first, we need to speak to our Lord and Savior. Remember Loot River. I had Loot River on the list to look at soon. Apparently it sucks. Good thing I haven't bought it yet. I might investigate it if it improves in the future. For someone who advertises roguelikes so much, I should actually play a roguelike, right? So, I trust you enjoyed yourself at the festival. Sure did. The richest man in Galaxy Team, with all that we're giving him, yeah. Indeed. That only seems natural, given the crowd. I believe last night was the first night... Well, oh wait. I believe last night was the first time I've caught a glimpse of you making merry, Captain. I believe you must be imagining things. Now, Professor Laventon, to business. What is the current state of progress on the Pokédex? I dare say we've made quite significant progress, all in all. Though we can afford to put a little more effort into our research tasks. And of course it is hard to know how far to go in pursuit of some reports. Certain Pokemon have only been mentioned in Hisui's legends, after all. Who knows if they are even real? With how little we know about Hisui's history and legends, it seems a tall order for us to tackle. Pardon? Couldn't help but overhear. Yep, it's Volo. If it's Hisui and history and legends you want, then I'm your man. Why, I've spent plenty of time studying such things ahead of... I mean, while also tirelessly doing my work for the Ginkgo Guild. And I've visited many of the ruins and whatnot here in Hisui region already. I imagine I could teach you a thing or two about any Pokemon of legend in these parts. Oh-ho! Music to my ears, my good fellow. Listen well, Xander. You are to learn all that you can from the Merchant Volo and work together as needed, for the sake of the Pokédex. We, meanwhile, will continue to gather intelligence on Pokemon by other means. Understood. I'll set up at the Heights camp then. Xander, I'll be expecting you. Besides, I have something I'd like to discuss with you too, so I hope you won't keep me waiting. Now on this note actually, for those of you who have played through the game, I would like advice on which quests we should tackle first. Preferably ones that can expand our inventory and help us with crafting things a bit faster or better items. What's the Lucario doing here? We hadn't even found a Riolu yet, have we? Something the matter, Lucario? Oh. Oh, I was about to have a heart attack there. He has a hole in his hat. I was worried for a moment that literally right here they had a character with hair clipping through his hat. In a cutscene, in a game made by a AAA studio, for the single most profitable franchise on the planet. Though I wouldn't be surprised. I'm Rai. And you are? Oh, okay, you're Xander. Nice to meet you. What is it, Lucario? It seems Lucario senses your strong aura, too. If you're willing to battle us, could you come to the training grounds? There are a lot of them to deal with. Works? Oh wait, that stuff is tracked in the Arc phone, I believe. Yeah, we've got a whole lot of them to go through with. Oh, luckily we have dealt with like half of them up to this point. Ah, but where to head first? You're that talented Survey Corps member I keep hearing about, right? I have a favor to ask of you. Xander this, Xander do that. Does anybody care what I want? Well, what I want is a hamburger right about now. Might go for one post-stream. You know Ouroboros Tunnel, right? Yeah? The tunnel near Obsidian Falls? I'm hoping to dig into the tunnel walls to see if I can find any good stone there, but a Pokemon's been raging about and getting in my way. It's more than I can handle. Think you could calm it down for me? Yes, I am very much a hamburger addict, Aaron, although you might call me Goldlewis for that reason. Isn't that one of his obsessions? Thanks a ton! Please head to the tunnel once you're ready to calm down that Pokemon. Oh wow, I thought it would have stopped at 100. There's a lot of them. What I'd like to see is if there's any that we have or no, it would be... What's the opposite of retroactive? Proactively, I think. If there's anything in post that we've fulfilled the conditions to complete, let's go ahead and see if we can complete any of the stuff in our backlog that we might have done. Completed entry for... Oh, okay. So yeah, we will have check marks for the ones that we've completed. Turn on guidance and direct me where I need to go. Aha! Bloody hell, didn't think I'd be streaming this today. I've done this for every single Monday of the past, 2.5 months, Sagittarius. For someone who doesn't update my schedules until Monday evening, I at least try to keep them predictable. Funny enough, a lot of my peers say they can't keep to a schedule, and even if I don't literally write one down every time, I am remarkably consistent on my stream times. Haha! Will this suffice? Good gravy! I never expected you'd bring one so quickly, after you completed the entire main questline and left me to rot. You'll have to come back to the VOD later to see the reaction to the final battle. It was relatively underwhelming. After all, James was hyping it up as a horrible reveal. And that wasn't really much of a battle, was it? The magic balls. Z, are you talking about all the wisps for the keystone? That would be my only other guess. I'm afraid I'm looking for a bigger one, though. One that's at least 2'8" would be great. How do we have an indication? 2'4". 2'6". 2'3". We don't have a bigger one. Well then, off to a different journey we go. Which means we'll need a different quest accordingly. And that is here. The quest that A posting... Okay, so yeah. Looking at all the wisps for the keystone. That one's going to have like 100 different things for us to look for. It's going to be a long time. Yeah, I'm thinking about catching an alpha Buizel, Chara. Here you go. Thank you, Geodude. May you sit comfortably on top of a jar for the rest of your days. Oh my! Would you look at that? It really does look like a rock, and seems to be the ideal weight too. Oh, it's simply perfect, hovering there above the jar, not actually pickling anything. Huh. Thank you, young man. With this Geodude's help, I'll surely make some scrumptious pickles. Okay, this is the one time we actually have to read out the dialogue. Take a drink. Dude! I imagine him having a very hyped surfer guy kind of voice, sitting out in there on that jar. Yeah, it always has been a little weird that Geodude hovers. After all, it doesn't have any, magnetic abilities, does it? It might be able to learn Magnet Rise. Let's see, where's that candy? There we go. Hand it off to our boy Aaron, who could use a level up. Although that was pathetic and basically did nothing. Oh, right. James, I hope you're hungry. Doesn't learn Magnet Rise at all, not even in this game. Geodude's kind of weird then. There's a lot of Pokemon that hover for no explainable reason. With Magnemite you can kind of get it, but why does Geodude float? Especially in that case it was supposed to be used for a jar. This is some indie game budget level of cutscene we got going on here. We'll need a big Weasel, we'll need Hardy Grains, which will be right there back at the HQ. James enjoying munching on a few rocks. I could really go for some rock candy now. Here with the joke about the origin ball just as well. I remember making some in a science class. We were talking about like crystallization and such. And so you just had like sugar water that you could dump these strings into. And then slowly the sugar would crystallize on there.
What? You've got some hardy grains? Would you let me have some? Please, just 3 stalks. Ah, hardy grains, the Crimson Mireland's finest treasure. The sway of those golden brown blah 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 blah.
I'd kind of start tuning them out at this point.
I'd wager if you combined hardy grains with other ingredients, it'd bring out those tasty aromas that would make Pokemon gather round.
That is painful to speak.
Alright, I won't send you back a failure since you so kindly.
Yeah, I'm just gonna skip your dialogue then. Since he's going to insult me for that. Xander's voice acting is some anime mess. Even coming from a person who doesn't watch anime. Biggest plot twist of the 21st century. I just realized. Is Porygon in this game? I need you to tell me right now. Actually, I'm not even gonna wait for an answer. I'm going to be a scientist and do my research. Pokédex for... Well, thank you for the word. I will now immediately look up where we have to go get it, because Porygon, I think might actually be in my top... Okay, so it's in the Rifts. But do we get any of them in specific risks, or is it just anywhere at all? Space-time distortion in Crimson Mirelands or nearby. Cerebi says only distortion in the Crimson Mirelands. Ah, report back to Joy. This is actually the quest we should have done a long time ago. Something that should have been done a long time ago. The squeaky bolt on this door was driving me crazy. I'm sorry I had to deal with all this. Taohua and I have had some complications before. But thanks to you, we've got excellent new items to offer. Do buy some. A quest we should have done way earlier. You would riot if it was just around like Rotom is. I think Rotom doesn't necessarily need to have electronics to possess. Although you did say specifically it was based on a light bulb, correct? Let's see here. Arc phone. Anything else we can immediately resolve? Seems that is the end. I wonder who learns false swipe out of our party. If anyone does. You are extremely tall. Hello there, Xander. You know, we've an interesting member in the security corps. A secret weapon, if you will. They're a bit of a Pokemon battle master, in fact. Think I could trouble you to face our secret weapon in battle? Another time. Noted for the future. You got any moves to teach? What could learn False Swipe? Probably not Lilligant, but you'd have the best chance of it. I know Cleavort did. Do we have anyone else very strong up there that might still be able to do it? Crimson Mirelands were early enough that we could probably still use Cleavort, though, right? Gligar would be our other option, probably. Indeed, Gligar does learn False Swipe. In that case, I think that female... No, it's this one that's highest level. Nothing else necessary. And add them to the party while we're at it. We actually might start swapping around parties a lot more now that we're here in the postgame. A round of applause for everyone, though. Aaron, James, Usagi, Kayla, Z. So you just got out of Top Gun Maverick. Was a fun film. Is that a new one? I actually didn't know if there were still Top Gun films being made. Right, no, that's item storage. If we want Pokemon, we go over here. Oh, that's why Tom Cruise was part of the conversation. I actually haven't paid much attention to Top Gun at all. I'd recommend talking to one of my associates, Tommy, if it involves planes. Don't care about your dialogue about releasing Pokemon, because we have a lot to go along with. Palkia, to the back. That's right, seeing Alpha Dialga. Did we catch it in the Alpha form, and does it revert to regular Dialga? No? It's just regular Dialga here. Indeed. So, off to the Crimson Mirelands. Who wants to be Porygon? Wants to be my... Actually, I shouldn't breed that sort of a, I shouldn't breed that relationship with my audience. I do stay in character very often. Ah, Chara, indeed. Sorry, I don't want to name a legendary after a student of mine. I feel like that plays a little bit of favoritism. Oh, right, between Chara and Sagittarius. Which of you was here first? I can't even remember. Actually, you know what? Both of you name someone. Since we are in the post-game, we aren't locked to our main team anymore. So in either case, both of you just name a favorite Pokemon of yours. And I'll make sure to make my accommodations. Aha, you are an alpha. But how strong are you? Enough that Gligar could live. Wait, didn't we evolve one of them into Gliscor, or did we still not have that chance? I feel like we should have done that. Palkia and Charizard. Do we have Charizard in this game? Uh-oh. See, if you had Poison Heal, you wouldn't have to deal with that. Oh, Gligar. You don't even have False Swipe anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? I don't think wait. Tangrowth can definitely learn Poison Jab, I know that much. Ah, I didn't think that would KO. James, it seems you've eaten a bit too many rocks. We don't have any space-time rifts, I believe. Any bird. Noted. Glader, Hisuian Braviary. Gliscor 7 years ago. I used to remember that entire speech. We actually had to memorize it for one of my history classes. Yeah, did we ever actually get a Gliscor and I missed it? Oh, we did! I taught the wrong one! Ah, back into the party. Which means we'll have to go back and tutor you again. This is the first time we've actually made that change since then. Thank you for the dosh. Not much of a change, but appreciate it. Return to the village because we have another move that needs to be changed. Indeed, the tutor. The second trip. I'm gonna have to make a list of naming everyone. we might actually give a different cycle around when Black 2 and, wait. I'm specifically wanting to do the hard mode version. I'm not sure if that warrants a Nuzlocke. Maybe not a hardcore Nuzlocke, but a regular Nuzlocke. And, oh! Got the Elemental Fangs too. Bulldoze would be good. What does Power Shift do? I haven't seen that move. Swaps its offensive and defensive stats. Wait. I thought that used to be just physical defense. Isn't that a, Shuckle trick? I've seen that meme done on Shuckle a few times. Do you think Shuckle ever will get an evolution? I feel like that's the one thing that Pokemon is missing. Black 2, White 2 is reasonably difficult. You know what? Broham, I think I changed my mind. Just because the 5th generation is my favorite generation, and there is no way I'm going to, deprive myself of catching a lot of my favorite Pokemon. I think I'll just do the hard mode run, and rather not try to focus on a Nuzlocke, especially for my, first playthrough of Black and White 2. On that note, one of the rules is you can't level your Pokemon past a gym leader's ace, so I wouldn't even know what trainers to look out for. So perhaps even avoid that chance for spoiler. Completely miss with Aaron. Really? You're gonna ruin my day like that. Oh, that's even worse. You're right, Aaron. Eviolite would be far worse. Another VTuber you watch has been doing a randomizer Nuzlocke of Black and has been getting bodied. Yeah, I think we'll want to save that for after we get a bit more accustomed to the streaming Pokemon sphere. Reserve Whimsicott for yourself. You don't even need to be on the team, but Whimsicott is adorable. And one of my favorites, but I know it's a version exclusive. And we're guaranteeing, Black 2, I think, is the one that has a hard mode. Because I know one of them gave an easy mode, one of them gave a hard mode. Which was which? We don't need the berries, just the moderate amount of XP. Really, I'm just wasting time until a space-time rift forms. I don't know if that's off of a timer, or if that would be a, something we can trigger. Or, of course, we could destroy a few ghosts while we're at it. Sagittarius, I do believe this is your first warning. Do not mention other VTubers on this channel. Unless I happen to be talking about them. Or, they happen to be in the chat. You know, we could try this again. Especially since Gliscor is significantly stronger than Gligar. Fully evolved, and a Gen 4 evolution that has that power to match. Whimsicott is in both, according to the Pokédex. A very good change they've made. Who has the defense to survive nonsense like this? I think Z might be able to resist everything that Tangrowth can pull out. Black 2 gives challenge mode after beating the champion. Yeah, I was gonna see if I could get one that had get a save file that already had that unlocked, because I wanted to do that from the beginning. Alright, we got ourselves a chance. It is an alpha, so that does warrant using an Ultra Ball. Maybe it would be good switching back and doing false swipe. Ah, still drowsy. Ah, I did... I'm silly, I forgot to teach it. Well, let's see what Agile Slash does. Hopefully, Tangrowth's high physical defense lets him live. And there we go. He's gonna smart. And can pass it to white too. I might have to look for a bit of advice in that regard then. See which one we end up wanting to play. Let's do this one more time. Haha! Have we even caught regular Tangela yet? Ooh, candy. I hope someone's hungry. James, enjoy your rock. I don't think this warrants using a revive. We're mostly trying to kill time until we end up with a space-time rift. Not that we'll have much of level grinding to do for James or Aaron to get them leveled up. Hide. Ah, we were seen. Which is what the indicator up there means. And he's angry at us. So, Z, if you do the honor. Not that we need a type advantage here, regardless. How does that even happen, Chara? Sounds like your brother wasn't a very pleasant fellow if he just got away with doing that. I don't think I've ever had a sibling delete a file of mine. Did you have to share a single game between the two of you? Your parents thought he was clueless. Well, it certainly looks to be the part. Actually, wait, Tangela is aggressive. Really, for such a little rascal? In that case, I actually think it would be worth expending a revive. And Gliscor can be on point and just false swipe everyone we come across. Only time for you was your sister deleting the... And we still haven't put false swipe on. You know what? Let's just give it a try. Well, that was easy. Alright, Gliscor, let's change around that moveset and give you false swipe that you should have had. And also get rid of mud bombs, since it's not going to be that helpful out here. Bulldoze would be stronger. We don't need X-Scissor. What pairs well with ground? We need something that hits flying and grass, so I think Ice Fang actually just does the job there. And there we go. I think the worst situation I had with save files was, just playing on someone else's save file between myself and my sibling. I remember that happening for, Star Fox Adventures, which, funny enough, we had. And that was because it took us forever to get up to that point that, those of you that have watched or played Star Fox Adventures will know exactly the infamous point I'm talking about. The button mashing challenge and that, trial of strength. That's impossible for a kid to do. Like, a year later, I figured out the trick for it. And, my sister was upset that I went forward on the save file without her watching. Went on to spend multiple months in a workplace with her left and right monitors swapped in Windows. She pan her mouse off the right side of one and come out the left side on the other, but presumably they'd be backwards, right? You believe Mario 64 was an accident. Some folks just aren't cut out for technological literacy. Fortunately, I know my way around, inside and out of a computer. Who lies within? Burmy as always. Do we even need another one? How can we trigger a space-time rift? I need to look up if there's actually a way to speed it up, or... Let's see here. Look up the guide for Arceus. Space-time distortion. There we go. They are random, but they are decided when you enter the area or reset the state or the last distortion ends. Resetting the state by skipping to a later time will reset this, and battling a Pokemon or being in a menu will pause the timer. Longer time you spend in an area, the greater the chance. So... basically, we just need to goof around and then, reset things by taking a nap. We don't need to focus on that. I wonder if there's any places out here that we actually haven't been to yet. Looks like we have explored most of the area. Side quest. I have not yet. Let's go check it out. We'll pass by the camp here. Go ahead and pick this up. Camp should be just around here somewhere, right? I could have sworn. Southwest is mostly untouched. Ah, you're right. It will, however, give us a little rest stop first. And we're fine. Slip our little way down here. What do we got on the quest here? Say, you there! Could you lend me a hand? I was on my way here from Meyerland's camp when this Alpha Hippowdon came after me. I got away, but I dropped a charm I was carrying. Now I can't find it anywhere. I've just got to have it back. If you find a charm lying in a swamp, could you bring it back to me? Will do. A little rest to restore everyone. Long sneasel. Yeah, it definitely feels like that. Looks a lot different than, Weavile, for sure. Alright. First, Lake Valor. Thoughts on Turtwig? A very good boy. That entire evolution line. Actually one of the more unique starters. And so they have my respect for that. I like Pokemon that carry a distinct identity, either in typing or abilities or stats. And do we have any other grass grounds? And I think Turtwig is like just grass. But who could be upset about a turtle? Although I think it's kind of funny that we've had turtles twice. Welcome, Evac. We are currently rummaging ourselves around in the post-game, trying to trigger a space-time distortion, as I have a very specific thing I need to do. Oh, that's the wrong button. Let's go for this one. I am having a good stream this evening. Hey, if it isn't Xander! Good timing. I found some treasure you'd be interested in. Did that make your ears perk up? Happy to fill you in if you're curious. There's that Survey Corps spirit. Curiosity is what moves science forward, according to good ol' Mr. Professor. And yours truly. But come to think of it, what I've found seems too valuable to just let you in on it for free. You'll need to work a little. I respect it. Quid pro quo. Here's the deal. I want you to show me what's in your mind, your heart, your soul. In short, battle me. Ah, sure. I got a good squad lined up. Then it's on. Time to see what you've got, and hopefully not level 60, guys. Here I come, knowing full well how tough you are, for the future of the Diamond Clan. Although these are post-game, they might be like level 70 goons. Howdy there, Levion. Indeed. the type matchup's going to be a problem. Oh, they brought the whole squad. No other real good type matchups, so just Poison Jab the Leafeon and get that out of the way. You wish Torterra was even bigger. Luckily, Turtwig is in the game, so Alpha Torterra is possible. Yeah, the absolute units from the movie. I liked that movie. I liked it a lot, actually. I feel like that's one of the better video game movies to come out in recent years. Normally it's a failing premise, I'd say. Can you survive Gliscor? Ah, so close. But that physical defense is putting in some work. Let's see, Dark and Water. Usagi! I believe this is your calling right here. Haha, pathetic. A bit less pathetic, that actually does help you. Detective Pikachu was an amazing video game movie. I'm glad you agree. For what I can think of, it's either that or I actually liked that first Sonic the Hedgehog quite a bit. It was a little formulaic, but I think it did handle the identity of Sonic the Hedgehog very, very well. Let's see. I'll go ahead with Leaf Blade. Oh, whoops. It doesn't matter. And get back a little of that health. You're surprised by how much you like Sonic 2, but even more surprised to hear Ugly Sonic return in the Chip and Dale movie. Which I hear is actually a waste of time. I don't plan on watching Chip and Dale. Actually, that's right. I still need to talk to my friends about watching the Sonic 2 movie. The last movie we saw together was the first one. A well-deserved level up for everyone except for Gliscor. Rest in peace. You're really something, and I'm a man of my word. So, here's that treasure. Oh! What do we got? When used on Dialga, the large glowing gem wells with power and allows the Pokemon to change form. This used to be my grandfather's. He said it was somehow related to Mighty Dialga. So, now that I've put you through the ringer a little, it seems right to give it to you now since you're the one who caught Mighty Dialga. You know, I have to tell you, I'm glad it was you who fell out of the sky to us. You taught me another way to get along with Pokemon. Another way to relate to the world. Ooh, and comet shards. Things we can sell for quite the hefty bounty. Head ourselves back to camp and then we can start exploring the southwestern corner. However, I will have to take a bathroom break quickly here in a moment. Once we touch down, I forget which direction I'm going. Okay, we are going in the right way. Ah, there's camp. Don't plan on watching it, but Ugly Sonic is the best. I actually do like that they brought him back. I thought it was pretty funny. Yeah, I hear Morbius isn't even like a so bad it's good kind of movie. Just a complete waste of time. Just a little while. And with that remark, go ahead and bring back up the fan art, and I will meet you all again very shortly. I return, and I will mend that exactly for you, James. Give me a second, because I do have to download it and then post it back up. Honestly, the cute one's my favorite. I might just have to use that for a thumbnail. Don't know how soon, but there will be a Robobot stream. Oh! This one actually has a background applied to it, so... Well, I mean, they all do, but I think the other ones had, like, transparency, which shows up as a black screen. Look at him. Look at the boy. I love the file name, too, Turing Machine. That's very clever. Honestly, my favorite is the plaid. Just the fact that you managed to sneak it in over there. I love it. Very precious, Kirby. You know what? We'll give him a little... Give him a little spot right here. He'll be saying hi. Be saying hi there to the class. Wiggle me a little bit higher, since I don't think I'm taking up quite the space I need. And we return. Actually, since we have spent a little bit more time, let's see if we can trigger another one. Get that mouse off my screen. Robobot is an amazing 2D Kirby. Debatably the best one. I think we want to go this way. Ah, it would have been across the river, so we wouldn't have traveled there. Is that exploration music, or... Wonder what triggered it. Yeah, I think it's just exploration music. Simple enough. Ah, they are stronger over here. So, let's get ourselves a few things caught then. Poison Jab doesn't have stab here, so Carnivine won't survive, apparently. No wonder that thing never left, never used here. I hear very... Speaking of Torterra... Speaking of Alpha Torterra... Ooh, that's gonna be not good. If Aaron can get off one ice... No, wait, this is a very bad idea. Aaron, I think I sent you to your demise, I'm sorry. Still smaller than what you wanted. I'd love a big one that was alpha on top of that. Kayla can probably fish out a little bit of damage. Oh. Too far. Well, let's try that again, but with a revived and ready Aaron. And let's see if we can actually get a sneak up on here. Although we don't have the items for that, do we? A Torterra the size of the Avalok. You know, I don't count it as an impossibility. That feels like that would definitely make sense in the lore. Who the heck? You. You're disrupting my activities. Alright, Aaron. Let's see if we can get this to work. Although I'm pretty sure we're out of a range for this. Aw. There we go. Alright, let's see how much damage you can do with that ice. Given that Torterra has better physical defense, this should be able to do a lot of damage, but hopefully not KO Torterra. Indeed, that's about half. Let's do another half. You've done well, Aaron. More than what we could have asked of anyone else. But everyone's got to contribute their part to the team, even if that means a sacrifice. I don't think Sleep Powder works on grass types anymore. We don't have a way to prevent him from using Woodhammer. This is probably our only chance. Haha! Gorgeous! Carried the team, Aaron. Thank you. Sold at a high price. So, is there any item we can just reasonably get rid of? I don't think we need the Chesto berries. Not for this moment. Go ahead and pick this up. James, you know what to do. Rocks. Rat Raid! Welcome, everyone! Salutations, I do believe that is our friend Rogi Rat heading his way over here. Welcome! Welcome, everyone! To everyone who might be here for the first time, my name is Xander Turing. I am a Professor Vtuber, and like your... is rodent an insult? It's an accurate descriptor. Like your Rogi Rat friend, I also happen to play quite a few roguelike games, though currently we're on a bit of a Nintendo binge. How was the stream, Rat? I saw the promotion for it earlier, but this is unfortunately my scheduled time for... Oh, I always have to stream on this day and this hour. Rodents are cool. Rats are actually one of the best pets you can have. You all know the meme of, there's no love greater than a dad and a dog he didn't want. I think that's a lie. There's no greater love than someone who has a rat for a pet, compared to, well, everyone else who couldn't understand why you'd want to keep a rat. Everyone I've known with a pet rat, not a mouse, a rat, has said they make the best friends. I sound like Siri. Really? That's two people assuming I am some sort of robotic assistant this evening. Really weird. Well, I was originally going to be a robot VTuber. Yeah, Aaron. It's been an awfully odd day. Moreover, those are both female voices, aren't they? I mean, I do speak in a rather feminine cadence, but I should be definitively masculine in my presentation. Well, maybe not definitively. Mostly? That'd be my hope. Like a British Why does everyone keep saying British? Fine. I'll talk to my voice instructor about the British accent. Since everyone assumes I'm... Ugh. British. Disgusting. Yeah, I suppose I could go with the max revive. I kind of hold on to those items a bit too long. Those are probably good, but I'm willing to get rid of those in exchange for the ever so important... Oh, wait. Oh, well, get the leek then. Ah, we should have got the grit dust first. We can actually get rid of that. Call me Cortana for the full circle. It has been a while since we've done a Halo stream. I suppose that is moderately appropriate, but Cortana specifically has the female VTuber GF vibes. What was the stream this evening, Rat? I'm going to remember it immediately once you bring it back up. When I saw your promotions for it, I was very excited. In fact, I had you lined up for the raid if it happened that you hadn't already ended your stream. I do need to listen to the male Alexa options then. I heard the Chip and Dale movie was basically just one long advertisement. Though you have given me a different signal that apparently it was a fun time. So maybe it's at least worth a look. I'm certain to get a few chuckles out of it. Alright, James. Get rid of this duck for me. Yeah, Ugly Sonic is who I hear about the most, really. That and, isn't Peter Pan the villain? Let's see, it's Psychic that we're looking for. Uh-oh. Very much meta-heavy. Yeah, it definitely feels like one of those movies. They're gonna have the ugly Sonic and then, the meta jokes about Peter Pan. Let's go ahead and clear up the area of a few toxins. We are currently maneuvering ourselves around in the post-game, looking for... Where did that alpha... Did the alpha Toxicroak disappear? It looks like he literally just devolved. This isn't Digimon. Moreover, what's the splashing? Very weird. See if there's anything left for us to find down here. We do have more. Peter Pan is kind of creepy. Hey kids, you want to sneak out of your house with me and... Oh. That is indeed very creepy. Yeah, he just got Thanos snapped, and we don't have an Alpha Toxicroak anymore. Ah, so this is where we could have found Gumi. And Sliggoo, and the like. Well, I suppose we do need you at some point. Let's get on with it. Especially since the little guy has already noticed us. Fall swipe for me, please. And that should allegedly be enough. Eat myself a great ball out there, and... "'Tis all we need." I just threw a banana at a tree. Let's not do that again. The fact that it's the same little menu down there. Searching for Pokemon and such. Okay. Oh, Lord, he coming. I didn't see your level. Ah, that's handleable. We can deal with this. Used to not like Wigglytuff, but Pokemon Unite gave him adorable glasses and a beanie. Was that Ice Beam? I didn't see it. You probably have the best defensive typing here. I know who you are, the, Tehani? That's a little curious, I've never heard that word before. Ah, 'twas Hydro Pump, I was looking at chat. And health restored. Do we have any move that works here? Show him what for, Z. I suppose Agile Flamethrower isn't going to make a difference here. Oh. Well, I think that's lost then. Haha! Z pulling through. Millionaire. I wouldn't know who. Yes, you did say the name, but I, unfortunately, don't seem to recognize it. You know, it is worth heading back to base and maybe doing a little bit of, crafting, probably. Gumi is a nice find down here. Yeah, J.K. Simmons is always a welcome addition to any movie. Let's head our little way in this direction. And what lies here in this corner of the map? I'll admit, I'm really not concerned with all those wisps, really. 11 oranberries. You wish. I need those. I can make better use of those if I blend those with herbs. And we don't have space for that. Ahaha! Where are we looking? Over here. Well, first things first. We'll want to make sure our catching Pokemon are healed up and ready to go. I said dive, you gremlin. Wouldn't be surprised if Rick Astley was in that movie. That's a little bit out of left field. I can only assume that you're pulling my leg. So is the crowning moment. Go ahead and store a few items we're not using. We're not using. Did I just get the hiccups out of nowhere? For no reason. Alright, on our way. Look for the big, glorious bubble. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Rick Astley would be just what you'd expect to find in that movie. Ended up having used a guide to help you with the remaining wisps. And I'll be honest, I don't think I'm gonna 100% this game. I'm not gonna be that concerned with finding every little trinket, and I don't even think I plan on completing the Pokédex. Invincible at J.K. Simmons, not sure if fun is the descriptor you use there. He spawned plenty of great memes with how wonderful his performance was. I believe that deserves at least some credit. Alright, Gliscor, do what you do best. Stab people. We need to get ourselves some space-time Pokemon, but I don't yet see anything. Maybe having Gliscor out first isn't the best idea given that We want to preserve her health for when we find a Pokemon we want to catch. Aaron, I do believe you have wonderful type coverage, so you can help for now. J.K. Simmons tends to spawn a lot of performances with his memes. Spawn a lot of memes with his performances. Yeah, I say he does his role very, very well. He tends to get some pretty hammy roles. Usually going ham is what tends to get you that kind of credibility and representation. Now, how exactly do I get the weirder characters to start spawning? Do I have to leave and re-enter? Still no one. Alright, fine. We'll continue. Nah, it's understandable, Linmu. There are a lot of students which tend to fixate on my okay, it's time-based. There's a lot of students which fixate on my voice, and that's an important part. It's crucial to the performance. It takes a while to get started, so, accordingly, we will do a little bit of grinding then. Why did they add high horsepower? It's just Earthquake, but worse. Oh, and I appear to have run out of drinks, so let me go get some more of that. Hopefully I don't... for safety's sake. No. For safety's sake, I will pause it. Be right back. Go ahead and stare at the fan art in my absence. And thank you, Kirby. Go ahead and slip your way. Oh, there we go. The tracking is back. Little boy right down there. I do put a lot of work into the performance, Aaron. I considered... Ah, there we go. Okay, so it was forming. Now it's appeared. So, keep a look around. Oh, that's a catch. That art was drawn by one of our students here, James, who has just responded accordingly. That's a KO. I'm too used to fighting fully evolved Pokemon here. Oh well, there will be another. Usagi would beat all three of you. Haha, you fool, you've missed. Leaf Blade on Floatzel. Ooh, that kinda hurt. Gotta send a kill. Very well done, Aaron. Agile Victory Dance. We will want that extra power. James in particular has quite the affinity for drawing cute things, and does them quite well. Thunder will miss, thank you. Let's go ahead with a... yeah, just a regular drain... oh, wait, I meant to target the Lux Ray. Oh well, that'll be good enough. Definitely, Usagi's gonna get all that health back. Now that you think about it, being a VTuber is kind of one of the greatest performing arts sets. It depends on how you tackle it. Some folks try to play a character, although basically all of my peers, they're just being themselves. I'm trying to act out a character. Basically, all of my fighting game VTuber peers end up just being themselves. They don't apply any voice acting whatsoever, which I might pick up. Currently, it's kind of difficult keeping up with all this. Who wins here? Aaron, I think you can handle Flareon quite well. You have to do well using only your voice. There is actually quite a bit of easier stuff you can do with not having to show your face. For example, if my nose itches, I can scratch it like what I'm doing now, and you can't see it. There's a lot of stuff you'd have to do with a live camera that you probably couldn't get away with. I don't have to, like, shower immediately before a stream and do my hair or wash up or anything. Alright, Aaron, I want you to have the experience from this. So let's swap you out for this person I should have sent. Go get him, Kayla. Oh, Xander himself is a character. I'm not exactly being exactly me for my performance, Linmu. Just look good on the fly. Thank you. I spent quite a bit of time on this design. Mud Bomb should be able to secure us another turn, and hopefully the obscurity will let us last a bit longer. Ah, but that still goes. Rock and roll. Experience aplenty for everyone. And now, I think you could do with a little pick-me-up, Aaron. Keep it rockin'. We're looking for Porygon out here. Really? Again? No. You play Inscription. Already beat it, and you can actually find a VOD on my YouTube channel, which should be linked below. Okay, there. More Float Souls. Again. Ow. Oh, there's more DLC? Is it more story content, or is it specifically the Casey's mod? I might go back to Casey's mod, but what I've noticed about card games is that it attracts the worst backseaters. I've got a lot to focus on. I'm not going to make every play correctly. Another reason why I don't ever plan on streaming Hearthstone, even though I've quit Blizzard games for good. Let's see. Bit of a weaker ground type move should still be able to catch Cyndaquil, right? Casey's mod officially released. You know, that wouldn't be the worst idea for our anniversary stream. I'll start making down a list of what we'll be doing. I said I'd actually do that on Saturday, I think. I forgot what I did. Oh, that's right. I immediately went out to get food. And completely neglected my responsibilities accordingly. Really, you're not gonna fight. Do that again. 50 new cards on top of that. That's really cool. No, I want you. Oh, so the other one just gets to attack me then. Or, you know, I could just get you a bit of healing mid-match. Especially since you're bound to survive whatever shenanigans these guys might have planned. Go to bed, Linmu. Yeah, please be very, very responsible with when you watch streams. I'd recommend sleeping. If you did want to be in attendance for a stream, the VODs are always findable on my YouTube channel. Please subscribe. Once I get that to 1,000, then I might just permanently be on YouTube. Although Twitch has so many more amenities. Huzzah! Now what the heck do we have here? An upgrade! Which I know you all know why we need that. More grit dust. We will level up everyone who's eligible. Good night, Linmu. And thank you very much for your attendance. Hell yeah. Get Aaron up here with the rest of everyone. A mysterious disc from the future, I see. Come on, give me the Porygon. Grits. Delicious rocks. Really, I thought the battle was gonna start, so I already started scratching my head. Fine, run it back. I don't even think we need to use the agile version. It's not like this is a boss fight of sorts. Also, wouldn't be a bad idea to pick up another Eevee. Let's see if we can do this without destroying the darn little thing. Leaf Blade should suffice. Okay, with the stat buffs and the lack of boosted attack, this should let Eevee survive. Unless Eevee's defenses are absolutely abysmal, or the fact that Usagi is extremely powerful. Ha ha ha! What can we afford to get rid of? Oh, well, we don't exactly need the regular potions anymore, do we? Although we will be crafting them together soon. Oh. Didn't know those were actually that special. We'll keep those and get rid of the banana. Alright, everything's ready to go once we have Porygon being Porygon. Go ahead and heal off the damage a little bit. Wait for that. And still not a single Porygon to be found. Do your thing, Usagi. YouTube seems to be adding some of Twitch's features, but at a slow pace, and a lot of features aren't accessible to small channels. Hear that gifting memberships is being rolled out to some of them. I do prefer YouTube as a medium personally, although lately I have been thinking about Twitch a lot more, mostly because, and I don't think we'll have too much of an issue saying this, there's been a number of obstructive children we've had to deal with lately, and I don't really enjoy doing that. Pull through, Usagi. I know you got this. I think you can tank this. Especially with all that extra health. Hell yeah. Usagi's cleaning house once again. Do what you just did, but to that Floatzel again. Ah. I think Usagi's in trouble. Paralysis is being such a problem here. Alright, I think in every case, Kayla is our next runner-up for very good choice to use. We have 3 ground Pokemon on our team. It is one of the best types, but you know, if this was regular Pokemon, that wouldn't have actually done anything. Would have had Storm Drain. Should be good for a start. And missed. Let's go ahead and do an Earth Power over here. Usagi will return stronger. They will know true fear. Darn! Well, I did say we have 3 ground types, so this is not going to be an issue whatsoever. Aaron, do your thing. Actually, we don't need to use the revives. We want these turns over as soon as possible so we can get back to looking for Porygon. I'll gladly take the XP, thank you. Now, to finally get rid of one of these things, since I've been holding on to it for way too long. Then a revive. I love the encouragement, Aaron. Thank you. Oh, whoops. Wrong item. You looking for an earthquake, boss? Alright, I got you, boss. I got you an earthquake right here, boss. Alright. We are looking for Porygon. Not more of those damned weasels. You know what? Maybe I'll run around in circles like an idiot until we find one. I don't even know if we need to wait for the previous fights to dissipate first. You do have high horsepower, but Earthquake would be better. Also, I didn't give you high horsepower. I think that was just what you had already. Haha, you fool. Wait, what? Alright, I don't appreciate them getting the opportunity to move so quickly and so often. But you gotta deal with it sometimes. Yeah, and immediately they get to act again. Get those stat buffs. Or not. I think throwing several rocks is the solution here. Oh, we need more. One earth power should do it. There we go. Thank you, Kayla. At this point, it might just be better to head back and heal up. After all, the space-time distortion isn't going to immediately vanish, is it? That is a regular potion. Let's go ahead with the hypers again. And I think we still had, yes, one more max potion. And use that for Kayla. We've got everyone on the same page now. Roughly. Very well done, everyone. Aww. No Porygon, but plenty of items to evolve it with. Ah, a shame. Now I'm sad. We may simply have to make that search another time. I had my high hopes and everything. I shall take out my frustration on this Alpha Torterra. Or not, as he has spotted us. They might have taken out Earthquake. Interesting. And a positive change, I'd say. That move was a bit too prevalent for my tastes. Everyone that could use Earthquake learned it. There's barely any type balancing in Pokemon. Earthquake is just that ridiculously good of an offensive move to have. Grab this, and I think we can head back to camp just fine. Just fine. Get ourselves a rest. Check our crafting, since we can do a lot more of that now. Yeah, the revives are expensive to craft, so I think it might be better if we just bought those. Wouldn't have the multi-hit anyway, just like Dazzle. Very, very sad. Oh, right, we want to put up our evolution items for whenever we do find Porygon. Place this here. No, I said get rid of that. Get rid of that. I'm not using these just yet because I think it might need a bit more time. Go ahead and deliver Laventon our report. 2 alphas. Smoke bombs are useful for sneaks. Portable grass. Then we can definitely craft some next time. Ah, still not quite enough. Let's continue. Yeah, no multi-hit moves, no double battles. Especially since we keep getting in situations where we're ganged up on. It's never pleasant. Alright, smoke bombs. Make some more of them. I don't even know if there's anything much more interesting for us to search for. I do see the gemstones here appear to sparkle. What secrets might you hold? No. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Ah, just open it up. It's gonna be Stardust. Excellent find. But I think next time is when we might want to head on our merry way out there. This has... Oh, wait, wrong button. This has been... Wait, did I already slip back down? This has been roughly our 2.5 hour mark. And I do have a couple of things I'm wanting to prepare. Especially since I do need to get a schedule. Yeah, RIP the knees. Especially falling from that height. Tomorrow, I want to do more Kirby, especially since it's popping off so much. I'm absolutely impressed where, Oh, right. I really need to get just some default screens for this, which is on our list of preparations to make. We've got a very, very big stream showing up on June 18th, and later this week, we're going to be definitely doing Kirby on Tuesday, Outer Wilds on Thursday. I haven't yet figured out what I want to do for Friday and or possibly Saturday yet. I might forego Guilty Gear, especially since it's been floundering a little lately. And I am very, very excited for Pokemon Black and White 2 to start very, very soon. I'll make my pick on which game I'd like to play. Also, as another potential warning, I might take next week off. Ever since I began, I've been doing a minimum of 2 streams a week. I think we've only had like 2 weeks where I did 2 of them. The rest of the time has been 3 streams at a minimum, and so, just to prepare things for June, I might want to take a week off. I'll let y'all know how I'm feeling around the time the weekend swings by. Ask for permission and adding more graphic stuff can definitely help and show the past work. If you are a graphics designer, do message me either on Twitter or on Discord and show me your stuff. I'm currently a little starved for money right now, so it might have to wait on a formal commission. But I would be interested in seeing what you have in preparation for what we do in the future. Indeed, very, very excited. I'll see you all tomorrow. Class is dismissed. Look at him. Look at how beautiful he is. Gaze upon his majesty.